The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This will be taken very short.
We play to win.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike Fatty, blue 80, blue 80. All that, baby, all that. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Absolutely.
Run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day. 21.
Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
From the 44, Ryan, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight 51, down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Single. Hey, you're on an island. Express. Watch one. I got one.
Here's Newton. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and inches, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 49 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Stop your
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And he's got some space here. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
54, stop! Hey, orbit.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Taking a shot for... It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The throw left side complete to Hogan. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tavecchio puts this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
At their own 32-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. Step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Newton to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Great. Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have come
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, 58, come on. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. But it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 20. Three.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Bears have first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, let go.
45 is the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. 45 is the mic. 45 is the mic. Hey, here I come.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick,
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He sets to fire deep. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, and they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, it's Cohen, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out. But does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each of them.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Bravo.
On third down, Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were in.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 15 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half, as it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Come on, fellas.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter with a run by Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta, under 10, under 10.
From the 44, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, 44 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 26. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ryan.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is...
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Go. 51, Sam.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will get them one closer.
16, Falcons 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get up, 180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, D. Anxious.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They try again with Cohen. Powering his way forward. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 68 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back now at Soldier Field. Here's Ryan. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. 12 yards there and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, Sal!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Switch gears.
Again, it's Cohen. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The first down carry for Davis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Cohen. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Downs, ready, back 25. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And his crew.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. They Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run